Good morning, guys. Cloudy and cool in the lower 60s actually. So there's actually a cold front that's blown through. Anyway, that's the reason why I'm wearing this old sweater. And I tell you what, it feels strange on the arms. But I can't stand being cold. Can't stand it. Anyway, I want to welcome my new subscribers. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We'll get down to business here in just a minute. Okay guys, so I have been going strictly with the 2-part protein, 1 part carb, 1 part fat. Yesterday was no exception. I went to a steakhouse with my in-laws and I got me a full-size sliced prime rib sandwich that had cheese and onion, and I got me a baked potato that was loaded, so it had bacon bits, cheese, and sour cream. So that was my the sandwich was big enough that it equaled 2 parts of protein, and of course my 1 part carb, and my fat was in the cheese and the cream and the sour cream. So I stuck with that and I didn't eat anything else. I was very satisfied, and I ran on ahead and logged it in my Fitbit because I wanted to see what percentage I was on my protein, and that sandwich alone shot me over 20% on my protein. That's pretty good. That is the highest that I have gotten so far on my protein. So I was very satisfied with the outcome. It was good. It was satisfying and it took care of everything. It really did. So I was very happy with the outcome. Anyway, so in weighing myself this morning, I came in at 180.9. I was looking for that 179, but nonetheless, that's 6 ounces down, and I'm dropping. I'm getting there, and you know, I can taste it. I literally I can feel it, you know. It's around that bend. So yeah, there's no doubt about it. The 2-part protein, 1 part carb, 1 part fat is it. There's no doubt about that whatsoever. That is it. That's my balance. That's my formula. You know, I got thinking, what is the real reason why that I'd wanted to lose the weight? Well, in part, vanity reason. I'm going to be honest about it, you know. In part, vanity reason. In the beginning, it was really vanity because I had missed being slender. And honestly, what got it started, okay, like after I had my daughter, I dropped back down to under 140 before I had my birth control switched around. And I had a beautiful purple bikini. I loved it. It had fringes on it. It's a gorgeous two-piece, you know. And it looked good on me, it flattered me, and then I gained the weight, I couldn't fit into it anymore, and that's when I really got disgusted with myself. Not to mention that while I was pregnant, before I started showing, I had lost enough weight through the morning sickness that even my stomach was flat, absolutely positively flat, and I loved that. So, you know, when I started gaining weight and I wanted to get rid of that weight, a lot of it had to do with vanity. But it was also, I hadn't even reached 200 pounds yet. I was still under 200 pounds. So I wasn't quite getting the difficulties of being overweight. Not quite. Except for being out of breath when I would try to walk a lot. That was basically the only thing I was suffering from, but I wasn't suffering from other difficulties like acid reflux, hurting knees, feeling like I was going to pass out if I bent over or anything, you know. So I wasn't quite feeling that yet, and my blood pressure still was pretty well on the normal side. So, it was when I got over 200 pounds and we had moved, and where we were at, by the time we got into our kitchen, I would be breathing so hard that I felt like I was going to pass out. And it had also been that there was a couple times I felt like I was going to faint when I got stressed out. Even one time, my heart actually quit beating for 2 seconds. I literally felt it stop beating for 2 seconds. And I tell you what, that is a very scary, weird feeling. Very scary. Not only did I feel like I was going to faint, but there was also like a cool heat that flushed through me real fast. It was just, it was scary. Very scary. And at this point, I didn't know yet that I was pre-hypertensive. I didn't know that my blood pressure had gone up that high yet. It was after I had been in a car accident and I was using the insurance PIP to take care of me physically to get therapy and stuff for the whiplash. And that's when I discovered that my blood pressure was up to the point of pre-hypertension. My blood pressure was like, if I remember right, like around 131 over 78 or 80, something like that. And the nurse told me that I was pre-hypertensive, that I was on the edge of having high blood pressure. And that scared me. That literally scared me. I don't remember how much I weighed at this time, but I was definitely over 200. And so it went from mostly being a vanity thing to no longer wanting to have high blood pressure, no longer have trouble breathing going up my stairs, no longer having knee problems. I think honestly though the worst part of it was me feeling like I would end up with the high blood pressure, because my ex-husband has high blood pressure, and I had seen how it would be for him when he would be overstressed or something, and I didn't want to go there. I didn't want to be in that spot. It was hard enough me having to deal with what I was at that time. If I would have had high blood pressure, it would have been even worse. So, yeah, it went from being mostly vanity to being more concerned about my health. And now, there's still some vanity in it, but it's nothing like it was from the start. Now, it's just for me to get my small body back and for me to know that I'm in better health. Not to mention, it feels awesome being able to buy smaller clothes instead of paying the price for the bigger clothes. And just the doctor being pleased with my blood pressure and everything else. It's an awesome thing, losing weight. And it does feel so much better. My mother commented on my video and said, the more you lose, the better you feel. And that is so true. It is so true. You feel better mentally, emotionally, physically, and even spiritually. So, yeah, it is so worth losing the weight. Mostly for the health, some for the vanity. Anyway, guys, you will be seeing me tomorrow with another journey vlog. I love each and every one of you so very much. Have a great day.